We look around this wonderful city of London and we see opportunity, we see need, we see houses, we see business blocks, and we see multitudes. Multitudes of people like you and me. And every single one of us is crying out for hope. The Prime Minister comes in and says they are the next big hope. Businesses come and say the economy is turning and there is hope on the horizon. In our own personal lives, we see the hope of a marriage partner. We see the hope of a new job. We see the hope of a patter of tiny feet. But as a Christian, we have the most wonderful hope, and his name is Jesus. We want to look at how the hope of Jesus has transformed lives over the last 10 years of Hope Church.
We went to a conference in the July, and I think it was the second session on the first day. They were showing a film about God's passion for the cities, and it was like, boom, straight away, London. Now, I work in London. I worked in London then. I had no desire whatsoever to live in a city.
We've both been with Hope Church now for 10 years. We were part of the plant of it. And it's been amazing to see how Hope Church has impacted the community.
Being a Christian means a lot to me. I'm walking with God, and it's about serving Him, serving the church, and serving my family, and doing whatever I can to help.
I got baptized in 2013 consciously, even though growing up from a Christian family, but making a conscious decision. I did that in April 2013 on my own. So
I was always in my mind when I see some announcements, people are getting baptized. I always wanted to do it, but never actually commit to it. But then one day I was like, I really feel like that now I'm in a good place, that I want to take the next steps in my relationship with God, and I just decided I wanted to publicly declare, maybe share my testimony with people and encourage them to get baptized.
I'll say the marriage thing. So obviously, during my time here at Hope Church, I met Jonathan. I did a year serving the church. I took a year out after university and didn't work, but served here. And Jonathan did a similar thing. Came from Colombia just to serve the Lord, and we became really good friends. And the rest is history. And to be honest, I was completely surprised because I just. Like I said, the church has grown and grown each year, and I was just like, oh, no, there's no one to marry in this church. It was
then, now there are plenty.
It was amazing. I never even looked at Jonathan and thought, yeah, you're someone to marry. But I just got to know you.
Just, seeing the business that we have, seeing where it started. We started at home, and then we moved
in one cupboard in the house, in the kitchen.
Tiny little cupboard. It's like this.
Yeah, you love that cupboard.
I love that cupboard. This place was vacant for years, and people either side of us were asking for this place, but they couldn't have it. They just kept saying it was unavailable, and then we came and we asked for it and we got it straight away. So it's just, stepping out in faith and just trusting that Jesus will open doors and do amazing things.
even when I got my job, I wasn't expecting it, but I just had faith that something would work out. If it didn't work, I was ready to go home. So it's happened, and I've had several challenges, several struggles, even when I had a job, that it's only being a Christian and believing in Christ that has kept me through.
And for me, going to Hope Church and what they've excelled in terms of, they're not just talking the talk, but they're actually walking the walk and going out into the community to help the people there. Last year, we did a project where we delivered haircuts for the homeless. We provided meals. The church, the Hope Church community went in and just supported where they could.
I left people behind in Zimbabwe in a village called Mariposa. Mariposa Primary School had about 190 children who couldn't attend the school due to not having water. They spent more time going to the wells, community wells, to collect water rather than being in class. With Hope Church, we focused on drilling a borehole for the people of Mariposa.
The world tells us of so many different things that are good and are right, and how Jesus completely just shifted that in my heart.
Every time you go to church, God speaks to you.
I suddenly realised that I had a purpose to my life.
He has opened so many doors and opportunities for me.
He came back, was that halfway point in between and transformed our relationship.
We prayed for her and we literally see one leg grow to the same size as the other one.
I would really love to see the kids and youth turn to Jesus and have their lives changed and a purpose for their life as they grow up, especially because it's a really impressionable age and it's crucial that we have a good ministry that will help them learn and know Jesus.
The fact that we've come in to just be ourselves and to just be open to say, you know what, we're just here to show love. It's been a miracle in itself, the fact that they've allowed us to come in time and time again, and they're building relationships with us now to work on the next phase of the project. So it's amazing to see.
One gang hangs out there in the middle where that orange statue is, so there's normally a big group of guys hanging around there, and then on the other side of the park the other gang spends their time, but the pitch where we work is actually neutral ground for the gangs.
So we have come on staff with an organisation called Young Life, who have partnered with Hope Church, and essentially their mission is to reach young people and just share the good news of Jesus, but through building friendships and relationships and earning that right to do so.
Obeying God's call is very important, and just knowing when God is speaking to us about things, and that's what got us here in the first place, and it's what will direct our future as well.
In whatever gifting God has blessed you with, whether it be speaking, whether it be praying, whether it be giving, whether it be just, I have a clip, let me give it to you.
There's so much more to be done to bring the hope of Jesus to a hurting world. So what are you going to do? Can you jump in and get involved? Can you offer up your time, your talents and your treasures to be given into the hands of God, to be multiplied, to do incredibly more abundantly than you could ever imagine? And can you dream big? Can you dream for the impossible? That the limits are off, that God can do abundantly, amazingly more than has happened over the last 10 years. William Carey once said, "Expect great things from God and attempt great things for God." Let this be our challenge at Hope Church in the months and years ahead. It's all about Jesus.